I'm Mary Sam Sanchez in the Newswatch newsroom. Coming up next, the latest on Trojans football. Jay, I'm in Rancho Simi Park where the last rape took place, and take a look here. Police just released a composite sketch of the suspect. While most people are used to the bucket and the bells, only in a program like USC would a 2-loss season mean disappointment. Plus, a 15-year-old boxer who you might see at the Olympics. Those stories and more on Newswatch. Good afternoon, I'm Mary Sam Sanchez in the Newswatch newsroom. Pete Carroll and the USC Trojans top the news at this hour. It has been a disappointing season for the team, but there's still a lot of football to play, and Coach Carroll says there are some bright spots.
It's a busy day for Pete Carroll and his Trojans because the buzz is back in town. The Trojans have a shot at the Pac-10 title after Oregon's loss to Arizona last week. Although some may label it a season of disappointment, Carroll says there are some bright spots.
But all in all, it's been a year that's really been featured by the senior leadership and the guys that have waited for their fifth-year opportunity.
This week, the Trojans face high-ranked Arizona State on the road. Despite mid-season stumbles against Stanford and Oregon, the team has slowly gotten back on track. The Trojans are as confident as ever, but tight end Fred Davis knows there are some challenges ahead.
Basically, we just have to go out there and do what we do. We have to go out there and make plays, and the defense has to make good plays on defense, and we have to not make any mistakes, because Arizona State's one of those teams that they'll pick up any mistake and they'll definitely turn it over for themselves. So we have to go out there and play hard and just finish.
Only in a program like USC would a 2-loss season mean disappointment. With all the accolades the Trojans have earned since Pete Carroll arrived, it should be no surprise that expectations run high every single season.
Talk to me about the high expectations that come along with this job.
This is how we want it to be. We want to be the best. We're trying to win every year to win championships and do great things. And nobody has higher expectations than I do. I want to win every game forever.
If the Trojans win the rest of their games and Oregon loses at least one, the men of Troy will earn a spot in the Rose Bowl. USC was knocked out of the BCS title picture last season after a 13-9 loss at UCLA. And while USC fans can't wait until the Bruins come into town next month, the team is keeping its focus on the task at hand.
Not really thinking about the Bruins. We got to go one game at a time, and we just got to take ASU because they're in front of us right now, and go ahead and go to ASU and just play our game and just go out there and hopefully good things will happen.
Carroll says he's already watching some recruits for next year's team. In other news, celebrities are showing they're in the Christmas spirit. The Farmers Market Christmas tree is shining bright in the Fairfax district with the help of some well-known stars.
These are the sights and sounds of Christmas, LA style. It's all part of the Salvation Army's Kettle Kickoff. Constance Marie of the George Lopez Show says it's one of her favorite events during her favorite time of the year.
And it makes me especially happy because I started, my first job ever was here in Farmers Market. Yes, I worked at the bread bin, cutting bread.
The Kettle Kickoff launches the Salvation Army's most important fundraiser of the year. From here, thousands of volunteers armed with the famous red collection kettles will collect millions of dollars in donations. Salvation Army leader Colonel Paul Bulwan says the volunteers make all the difference.
We have over 3.5 million volunteers, and they get involved in nearly every aspect of what we do.
While most people are used to the bucket and the bells, this year the Salvation Army is going high-tech with an online bucket.
With that, we'll bring in money and help us provide toys and clothing and food for children.
Hundreds of people showed up for the Kettle Kickoff. Among them, Lou Gossett Jr. and Brady Bunch star Florence Henderson. They both agree it's all about giving.
So many people get wrapped up in their own lives and their own issues, and they forget that there's so many people out there that are suffering, that are homeless, that are hungry.
What has the Salvation Army meant to you during your life?
Oh, it's meant a lot of stuff. I come from Brooklyn where everybody was poor, and the Salvation Army, they kick in anytime there's a necessity, anytime there's a gap.
And of course, there was the lighting of the Christmas tree. 3, 2, 1,
yeah! Organizers say this year's tree was from the Rancho Forest, which was devastated by a wildfire 5 years ago. That's going to do it for this afternoon. Thank you for watching Newswatch. I'm Mary Sam Sanchez. You take care. Jennifer Petrosino could be the next Olympic boxing star, but she's gonna need some help. Here she is working out at the Outlaw Boxing Camp in Reseda. Petrosino must be 16 to qualify for the Olympic team, but her birthday is after the Olympics. She'll need a waiver to get in. Petrosino says she's ready to go.
Well, my old running coach had me start boxing with her. She was a kickboxer, and I loved it.
The Olympic Committee says her request is under review. For Newswatch, I'm Mary Sam Sanchez.